In this video, we've gone on a classic car run. The weather is amazing. We are so glad we are not in the little green car, but look at this. Look at that. Fine Scorpio hearse.
On the day before
Yeah, he's
Halloween.
thinking, where am I going to park this? It doesn't fit in the spaces. So there we are, folks. That was...
That's a bit of you, isn't it, dear?
Yeah, it's very much a bit of me. I love that.
Is that the same age as Daisy? What
It is the same age,
yeah.
yes, plate, yeah. So 1998. We've got a Hillman Avenger Tiger next to us here. And we've got a lovely RS2000 van that someone has built there. But yeah, get out and actually have a look now. It seems to have stopped. Could be famous. That's not stopped. Oh, there we go. Barely raining. So yeah, really nice Escort. We've got a 4-door Nova. First manual car I ever drove was a 4-door Nova, and a Ford P100, a South African built pickup with the Escort van rear lights. So yeah, look at that, that's exceptional condition. Should have bought Betty and then we'd have Fords from all over the place. Lovely X-Type coming in. Look at this minty green Cortina. That is really nice. It's getting a good wash today. We're cheating. We bought Miss Daisy, our Daihatsu Sirion, and in truth, the video today is going to be quite a bit about Miss Daisy the Sirion. Sitting here also in 1998, and yeah, we've got some miles to cover today. I think we're going to do about 100 miles, mostly in the rain. Very glad we've got air conditioning, and we'll do a report on how the transmission is going. There we go. It's stopped raining. It's going to be a lovely day after all. Nice little Mini. Early 70s. It's got the British Leyland roundels on it, nice little fat 10 inches. Triumph 2000 Estate. I do love these cars. For my money, one of the best looking estate cars ever made. It's just an absolute beauty. It's so cohesive a design. You've even got these little quarter windows in the rear window for a bit of ventilation there, and the best bit is you get a 6-cylinder engine. It's a lovely brown colour as well. I forget what the name of that colour is, but it's the same colour as one of the Triumph 2000s I drove in New Zealand. They were assembled there. In fact, New Zealand was the last place that Triumph 2000s were made, right up until 1979. Gorgeous rear lights, which were shared with a Mark I saloon. They never updated the back end of the estates for maximum, well, yeah, the maximum width. The facelift had wider lamps. So I just had this Lotus XL arrive. It was the Eclat, I think, and then it was kind of modified into the XL with these Rover SD1 rear lights. 2.2 litre, I think, Lotus 4-cylinder engine. Apparently great handling. And I think we saw this Caterham at the Capel Bangor show. Oh, everyone's having the nose around the hearse now. It's drawing people in. People are dying. Oh no. I've never gone hungry too long in the back of that. There is a full coffin in the back of it. That's brilliant. So yes, Miss Daisy is our 1998 Daihatsu Sirion. We acquired this vehicle from someone in London. It's done 42,000 miles, so she's very low mileage. It was 4-speed automatic. Previous owner reported occasionally didn't like going up hills. So we'll see how she does on this classic car run today. We have got a little clip of Miss Daisy going up a hill, so enjoy that. There we go, there's the kick down.
Oh my god!
Million revs. And then we change it to second and all momentum is lost. And
Oh, that's really slow.
This is a big hill.
This is a big hill. If you're somebody that's heading to a university and you want to keep fit, Aberystwyth is your best bet, because
or even the college here.
Yeah, the college is here. That's College Ceredigion, very good college, and then the university is up here.
So the question is this a problem? Is there something wrong, or is this car just a 1-litre automatic?
Yeah,
A nice Mark I MX-5 in that shade of blue that so many of them are. They look so good, don't they? They still look so good today. Brilliant sports cars. Financial mistake. Yeah, we're cheating because we've got air conditioning, so we're demisting quite merrily. Good old Miss Daisy.
breaking out the cloths and everything.
Yeah. Oh, don't need heated rear window on at the moment.
So a little bit more on the old Scorpio. So it has a coffin in the back.
Yes.
An actual coffin, which the gentleman bought separate to the hearse. He actually does have all the brackets and everything to go in the back, but often he's just using it as a practical van.
Brilliant.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah. Right, we just wait for this merry convoy to get underway.
Everybody's off.
Yeah.
This is a lovely little...
Yeah, loving the note. Oh, steady. The hearse is having to have a few goes.
Powered by Bob. Ah!
Ah, interesting. Bob Cosworth, is it? I guess the P100.
Yeah.
Little Mini with its grill muff in place.
Are holding back because we know Miss Daisy is not going to be the fastest.
Yeah, so I think we're going to play tail end Charlie's.
Yes.
Nice Series 3 Land Rover has come in. Interesting, it seems to have the much later rear indicator position there going on. I think we'll follow the little Caterham.
I'm feeling for this guy today in this rain.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah, that is the one that was at Capel Bangor show where I went with Tuck the Invercar.
Yeah. So a little bit on the group. So it's Ceredigion Classics and they're Facebook based, aren't they?
They are.
They're a very new group. So there is a lovely group in Aberystwyth. What name do they go by?
I think that's Aberystwyth District Motor Club is the rally club there.
We'll do a ping.
Yeah, we'll do a
We'll
ping.
do a ping. And anyway, so Ceredigion Classics, they're Facebook based and they started up sort of off at the back of the Aberystwyth group because the Aberystwyth group is lovely. It really is a really nice group.
Yeah, but it's come and have a drink and talk about cars.
They do meets, coffee and cars. So this group actually likes doing the runs. We're doing about 100 miles today. We're going up to Strata, Florida, following some of the Ceredigion route, and then food in Devil's Bridge. So it's a social aspect. It's a runs, getting the cars out, which is lovely to see. So yeah.
Shall be a nice day here in colourful Avereron. Oh, well, this is bad news. We are going up this very, very steep hill towards Pennant.
Yeah, if you know the area, this is about the steepest around.
Yeah, can we keep up with a Series 3 Land Rover is the question, I guess. We certainly aren't keeping up with a drifting MX-5 or a Caterham.
But the Land Rover is ahead of them, so they'll have to slow down, so we'll look really cool.
Come on, Miss Daisy, kick down. No, she's refusing to kick down. She's going to slog up it in second.
I'm going to do this.
All of the revs.
All of the revs.
That was 5.8, I think she went up to that time.
No, it's heading nearly 6.
My foot is welded to the floor.
And we're going... Oh, we're heading
25,
30.
30 miles an hour. There we go.
She's doing well.
Yeah, thank goodness that Land Rover's on the run, or we'd be absolutely stuffed, I think. But this is typical for Miss Daisy. She doesn't love hills, but then she's a 1 litre automatic. Torque converters sap energy, which is why you don't get a lot of small engined automatics. Incidentally, the micro I drove from Chop's garage, apparently that was greatly transformed by changing the mass airflow sensor, but it'd be very interesting to do a comparison between that.
Oh, that little bee just went whizzing then.
It did go whizzing. I think whizzing is something we won't be doing so much today.
No. Everything just sweeping around the corner there. Nice. She's done well. We're at the top.
So even that steep hill, she wasn't doing 10 miles an hour. So yeah, whether the work Tim's done has helped there, I don't know. Because we found a loose spark plug, and there's something else we found while we were looking about in the engine bay. Oh, we cleaned out the throttle body. That's it.
I think you reached the point of let's leave that there.
Oh, this was the first visit
Oh.
before we went back for the waxing. But yeah, we're not using Miss Daisy very much. You know, we've only 42,000 miles on the clock. It wouldn't really be the right thing to hammer this car to the extent that we've hammered, say, the Berlingo. The Berlingo has done an awful lot of miles.
She has, but she was very high mileage when she came to us.
Yeah.
You don't feel so bad about that. Plus, it's an engine that will take it.
Quite what the purpose of this car is on the fleet, I don't know. But she's on the fleet and I like her, so
yeah,
we'll use her sparingly.
Oh, and as an aside, she still stinks.
Oh, it still stinks of wax, yeah. So here we go. We are at Strata, Florida Abbey. Monument Estrade Fleur?
That's the cemetery in Moonwen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the little chapel is still here by the look of it.
Mae'r eglwys ar agor. It says the church is open, but the doors were definitely closed.
Ah, yeah, lovely old buildings. Such a historically important place. It's also very close to the start of a very famous green lane, Strata, Florida, funnily enough.
Why did they choose that name?
Yeah, which is a superb lane. I've not been down it for a very long time. So here we go, a little midpoint halt. We haven't lost a skeleton on the way, so all is good. A really good run. What a superb mix of cars. There we go, that's all we can see. It's not open today. Abbey Estrade Fleur is the Welsh Strata, Florida Abbey. Like I say, we're absolutely in the middle of nowhere, and this place would have been enormous. It looks like they've actually got some excavation works going on, so that must be quite interesting. Yeah, I mean, we are miles from anywhere. But if you remember Miss Hubnut's tour of Devil's Bridge, which is our destination today, the bridge, the original bridge there, well, Devil's Bridge itself, the Welsh name is Pont ar Fynach, and it was Monk's Bridge, Mynach being monk, and it's believed it was monks from this abbey who built that as an access route. But obviously the abbey would have owned so much land around here, and ultimately that was their downfall. But King Henry VIII rather fancied this land for himself and his friends. And of course there was also the whole Catholic thing not allowing him a divorce. So yeah, he took the abbeys down, and yeah, very sad. But thankfully so much surrounding history still remains.
Heading into Llanfihangel yr Creuddyn, isn't it?
Yeah. I used to do a school run down here in my community minibus, which was exciting because the roads are very, very steep around these parts.
Yes,
and very, very narrow.
Hairpin bends and all kinds of things going on. As you can see, the weather has changed quite dramatically.
Yeah, it's lovely now.
It's lovely now. But yeah, we're just on our way to Devil's Bridge still.
Yeah, the transit's acting as back marker, but we stopped to do some video, which is why we're even further back than the back marker.
But I think you have a good idea where Devil's Bridge is.
Yeah. Our route is most of it. Apparently we're not going to Llanfihangel of Graven.
Because that's that way.
That's that way, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, look, George Royal.
Yeah.
Crikey, is even more like relevant now, isn't it?
Where are we going? It is turning into a proper magical mystery tour.
This is the longest route between Aberystwyth and Devil's Bridge.
We are zigzagging all over
in my life.
In theory, we're following the route of Rally Ceredigion, which me and Mini Hubnut went to. You can go and see some footage from that on Hubnotes.
Yeah, I mean, Rally Ceredigion is relatively new, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So the second running, I think.
Yeah, they took it through Aberystwyth. That was a little stage, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then up into the hills.
It's lovely.
Imagine what it was like travelling down these roads full bore.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. In the dark as well.
And I think the event was won by Hayden Padden in the end, the Kiwi rally driver I visited almost 3 years ago.
We are still trying to find our way to Devil's Bridge.
Yeah, we seem to have gone away from Llanfihangel, but are now heading back towards it again from a different angle. Llanfihangel angles. Come on!
And we've got some interesting vehicles to be following on these little roads, because of course we've got the big old hearse.
Yeah, I wish we could get footage of the limo. We must be having some challenges. The lowered Nova must be struggling a bit as well.
Little Minnie's bobbing along quite merrily.
Yeah, the Minnie's having a lovely time.
This is great.
Oh, very, very steep.
She is not a fan of the steep hill. I mean, these are very exciting roads. There's hairpins and goodness knows what else.
Poor Miss Daisy must be absolutely filthy. We've been splashing through mud and all
we've been through little floods and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a very exciting route. Somebody's obviously taken a lot of time to think about it. But I cannot imagine herring along here in the dark.
No.
In a rally car.
Oh.
So we are actually coming in to Llanfihangel, the Craven, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as you come into the village, on the signage it says that it's a doubly thankful village. Reason being, they never lost anybody in either of the world wars, did they?
It's quite extraordinary.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, you look at Newquay, which is only a small village, and the list of the lost, and then to think that this village lost nobody is quite phenomenal, really.
Yeah, they all came home.
Lovely.
Here we go, into the village itself. Got a really old church here. A very nice pub, the Farmer's Arms, or it might just be Farmers now.
We keep going to these little stops. We've got squish cars round.
Yeah. Limos and hairpins, not great bedfellows, it turns out. But it's got through everything, to be fair.
Yeah, it's done amazing. Very pretty.
Oh, it's lovely. Because there's the school just over the wall. I used to come and pick children up from.
Church.
And then take them home.
Glad you clarified
Yeah,
that.
I thought better.
You did.
And there's Farmers. Where are we going?
We'll go that way.
Go that way.
So you might note on that pub, Farmers. Now, double F in Welsh is a soft sound, whereas a single F is a V, like van.
Very good little pub. And the landlady was standing outside. They had a huge fire there a few years ago, and they hadn't been that long since they took it over, so I'm very glad to see them still there.
That's good to see. Very good to see. I mean, in Newquay we're hoping that the watch house will resurrect.
Someone coming the other way, how dare they?
These steps always make me think of my sister.
You're going to explain or just leave it?
Am I going to explain? Okay, so in our house when I was younger, we had a set of concrete steps like this at the side of our house, and I've got two sisters. My sister, that's the next one down from me, and we used to climb up and down them because we were a bit older. And my youngest sister, bless her, she didn't talk until she was about 3. When I say she didn't talk at all. So she'd been out in the garden, and she'd obviously climbed these steps, also fallen off these steps, and it was like the Phantom of the Opera, because half her face was just smashed and the other half was normal, and she didn't even cry, and just my mum was terrified. She looked out the window, there's this child that's like,
yeah, I think it would be.
I know, but she did not make a sound.
Gravity is starting to kick in.
By the way, in case you're concerned, she's made up for that now. She doesn't stop talking.
Yeah, plucky little Miss Daisy is
She's done really well.
just bouncing between first and second continuously.
She has hit, I think she did hit about 8,000 revs at one point. She wasn't thrilled about that. But she's doing it.
Yeah. Generally she's revving up to about 5,800 before she changes. Probably did us some good, to be fair.
Breaking her out of her soft London car
Mm-hmm.
habits, is it? I see.
Right, so we went up the A4 120 a bit, then went to the left, then came back up the steep hill from the bottom of the Rydal Valley, and then crossed it back again to Llanfihangel Craven, and now we're going back towards the A4 120 again, but I get the impression we're not going to be sticking on it for long.
think we're going to find another little cut-off?
Yeah, because I think the rally went off towards Trissant and then came back into Devil's Bridge on one of the back roads. And we made it to Devil's Bridge. It's been exciting, definitely exciting. We look like we've done some serious rallying. Look at the state of it. So
Rally
yeah,
Sirion.
that was Rally Sirion. They did do a Sirion rally.
Did they?
They actually did, four-wheel drive with a crazy four-cylinder engine.
Ah.
But yeah, here we are. We made it to, yeah, it was a really, really nice run. It's been quite a long run, but we've seen part of Ceredigion, my local area, that I've never seen before.
No, which
so I
is
think
lovely.
we can consider it a success. So yeah, thanks very much to the organisers. They're going for dinner now. We're going to head home and see how the dogs are doing. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a future video. Farewell.
Muddy.